Then the next day, I wake up and like just the energy, just something about the day just felt weird. You know that sometimes when you wake up and you're like, something just doesn't feel right. Like something about today is weird. LeBron came home from work that day, and I remember I bought Qdoba for us, and I took it over to his house, and we were eating it. And like the Qdoba was just like not good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just wasn't hitting the spot like normal. It was just like, I don't know, something about the food wasn't good. It was just, the energy was, everything was just so weird. And he was like, Kitty, so, you know, what did you do over this time that I was gone? And I was like, oh, nothing. I just hung out with my friends and I made up a lie. I know, I don't like to lie, but I was a little bit spooked. He was like, well, where were you? What did you do? And I was like, oh, I had made up some lie. I was like, oh, I did this. And he was like, oh, I thought I told you that. I think I told him that I went to go see Straight Outta Compton. I like lied. I was like, oh yeah, I went to go see Straight Outta Compton. And he was like, wait a minute, I thought I told you I was going to take you to see Straight Outta Compton. And I was like, because he was so much older, like he's already played the game, you know, this game that I'm trying to play him, he's played the game. He's like, girl, like what? So he figured out I was lying, and he was like, oh, hell no, where were you really? And I told him, I was like, I went to ex-boyfriend's house. And he was like, so what happened? And I told him, oh, flip the switch, baby. He got up so fast, and I just never, like, I had just seen a completely different side of him. Like, he threw my toothbrush, just all my stuff that I had at his house. He was like, get the F out. Get out, girl. Get out. Bye. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you ever again. That was like, it was drama. It was the first time I ever experienced that. I'm like, yo, I'm dealing with a man and his feelings, you know? Okay, door slam. I was like, okay, whatever, who cares? This is the end of this chapter. I got a bunch of other stuff going on. I'm me, I'm living my life. It doesn't matter. I'm cool. I don't care. That day that this all happened, this was a day I was going home to see my family. It was a Friday when this happened, and Friday traffic from where I was living to home was like 2 hours. Whew! I had 2 hours to really reflect and think about what I had done, you know, and I thought about, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably messed up. I should have probably had more self-control. I should have really thought this through. And then I thought about like how good of a guy he was, and like how well he treated me, and that like I've never been treated like that by a guy before, and that I should have respected that. I should have cherished that, but I messed up. I threw it away, basically. Oh, also, drinking this green tea. It's literally so yummy. I love it. Okay, anyway, back to the story. So I get home. My mom was chilling. You know, I remember she was chilling in her bed, just like on her phone or whatever. I don't remember. And I was like, Mom, like, I have to tell you what happened right now. I was like, yo, like, me and LeBron, this is what happened. I, like, didn't know. Like, exclusive meant I was his girlfriend, and like I messed up. And my mom was like, yeah, Catherine, because my family calls me Catherine. Exclusive means that, you know, you're committed, that you're together, you're not seeing other people. And I was like, yeah, but like I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that. And literally everyone that I told that story to was like, how did you not know that? And I'm like, but I didn't know. You don't know until you know. You know what I mean? Like, you literally don't know until you know. My mom was like, well, you know, if this is a guy that you really like and you want a future with him or something, try to get him back. See if you can get him back. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, if there's anything you want in this life, you have to go get it. And I was like, she right. So that is when Operation Get My Man Back began. Now I was like, okay, I'm on a budget. How can I do something that like shows him that I care and that I'm sorry and that I'm willing to change my ways and be the best girlfriend I can be? Operation number 1, Post-its. When I dated LeBron, you know, like I said, he traveled a lot for work. So if I was ever at his house and, you know, he would get up really early for work and leave and I would still be at his house, I would always leave him a Post-it. You know, I would put Post-its like in the closet, in the bathroom, wherever, like, you know, he would have to go and find it. And I would just write something sweet, like, had so much fun, like, you know, having dinner with you last night, or like, you know, you make me feel so happy. You know what I mean? I would always just leave cute stuff like that. Like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get like 30 Post-its. I'm gonna write like 30 nice things, and like I'm gonna write like I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to his house in like the middle of the night, and I'm gonna put these Post-its all over his front door. That's how I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And I remember like I wore all black. I went to his neighborhood. I went late at night. So I parked over kind of like by the garages, but far enough away that he wouldn't see my car, but also close enough that I can run as soon as I'm finished, or if I get caught or if somebody sees me. But here I am, middle of the night, wearing my all black, tiptoeing up the driveway. You know what I'm saying? I jump the balcony and I'm like, here we are, here we do it. So I start putting the Post-its up, right? I start doing the Post-its. And then I hear footsteps. I was like, I like hid under the door. I hid under the door and I could literally see him. Like, because he had a window in his front door and I could see that he was looking out the window. But because I was down below and he was looking straight ahead, he didn't see me. And I was like, phew. So I finished doing my Post-its. I'm gonna knock on the door, jump this balcony, run as fast as I can to my car, and he'll see the Post-its. So I did that. Bang, 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 bang. Jumped the balcony. I think I kicked something over. I made a lot of noise. I am not very graceful when I'm trying to be quick. And I just bolted. I just went as fast as I could to my car. I didn't look back. I just kept going, got in my car, and just drove away. I stayed in the neighborhood for a few minutes because I was waiting for him to text me and be like, I got your Post-its, like, you know. So I was waiting. I still didn't get a text or a call. So I was like, what the fuck? So I drove around his house. I like drove, you know, kind of far away though, like going on another block. But I was like driving, seeing like, oh, do I see the Post-its? Do I see the Post-its? I could see that the Post-its were still in the front door. And I was like, heck. So I texted him and I was like, hey, look at your front door. Stayed in the neighborhood still because I was like, what if he wants to talk, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, Kitty, don't ever do that again. Don't ever come to my house again. Don't ever like try to do any of this crap again. And I was like,
shut me down.
so I was like, okay. Let's try again. In the meanwhile, I'm still like texting him, I'm calling him, and all the guys I work with were like, no, don't call him anymore, don't text him anymore, like, guys need their time, they need their time, okay, like, just leave him be for a little bit and then go back. So I waited a little bit, all right, because I was like, okay, Operation Post-its didn't work out, so what's the next? So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some Bay laws, okay, like bylaws, but Bay laws. So after I did the Post-its thing, he thought about it, even though he was like, get out, don't talk to me, blah, 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 blah. He thought about it, and he was like, hey, Kitty, like, you should come over on Sunday, and, like, we'll talk, and we'll hang out, and whatever. And that was when I took over my bylaws. So, bylaws, literally, like, a bylaws, but I called them bylaws, you know? Like, things that I would do as bae. Like, I promise I will always listen to you, or I will lift you up when you're having a bad day, you know? I'll challenge you to be a better person. Like, you know, really good, like, valuable things. I got to his house, and he surprised me. He's like, we're gonna go to Dave & Buster's. And I was like, things might be going okay. Like, if we're going to Dave & Buster's, and, like, maybe he's not 100% mad at me. Like, I could feel, I was like, okay, he's coming around the corner. You know, I mean, I gave him the Bay laws, and he really liked them and appreciated them. But I think he wanted to just kind of wait it out a little more, which, I mean, I don't blame him. So we went to Dave & Buster's. We had a really good time. He still didn't ask me to be his girlfriend. It's still, like, it was just like, maybe it's going to happen. Maybe it's not. Then he asked me for a favor. He's like, Kitty, will you do me a favor? And at that point, I would have literally done anything because I was just trying to be back into where we used to be. So I said, yes, what can I do for you? I think he was going on a trip with his friends or something. I honestly don't remember. And he's like, I really need a ride home from the airport. Can you pick me up from the airport? And I said, yes, I can. What time? I'll be there. So, you know, we went through Operation 1, Post-its. Operation number 2, Bay laws. Operation number 3, airport sign, okay? If you make a sign for anybody at the airport, obviously you love them. Obviously you care about them because you took the time to make the sign, and B, you are brave enough to like literally show that sign in front of the sea of people who's just like waiting for you to get off the plane to see who's this girl holding this sign for, you know what I'm saying? So I made him this sign, and I just put like all these pictures on it. I made it look super cute. And that night, the night that I picked him up from the airport and I got him and I gave him the airport sign, he was like, you know, Kitty, I know that things were kind of crazy with us for a while, and I really didn't want to get back with you. I really just was over everything. But, you know, you really showed me through all these like weird little things that you did that like you really care about me. And I think I should give you a second chance. And I was like, my heart was beating. And he's like, so, Kitty, will you be my girlfriend? Because I was like, yes, Okay. Because I told him, I was like, I don't understand the exclusive. Like, if you want me to be your girlfriend, you need to say the girlfriend words, okay? So he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. That was Operation How I Got My Man Back. If you are out there and you love somebody and you've lost them for whatever reason, even if you have messed up and you want to be with them, you got to do whatever it takes to get them back. You really do. You got to do what it takes. Like, if it's someone that you really love, you never want to have a what if of like, oh, what if I had gone back? That's one thing about life that, like, I'm just very much like, I'm going for it because I hate what ifs. I went for it. And now I know the what if. It's like, okay, yeah, we dated for like 6 months after that. It didn't work out. Whatever. I think that there's something to take away. There's something to learn from it. If you really want something in this life, you got to go get it and you got to be persistent. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it all the way to the end, I mean, you might as well subscribe and come back for another story time. Talk to me down in the comments below. Have you ever done anything crazy to win back an ex? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.